Yes, indeed. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the weekend wrap-up. I'm Rudy the Dude. Thank you. I love this. The kids are watching. The kids are watching. You know, over these past episodes of the second season, you know, I hope something is clicking in, you know, from content of the character, to standing on nothing to fall for anything, class clowns enriched by honor roll students. The kids are watching, and they're watching what we co-sign on. Oh, also, high school sophomores, seniors, juniors, and even college students right now. Look, go ahead and start researching for scholarships. 24 hours in a day. You have time on your hand. Your youth is your advantage. Please do better, make better decisions than what my generation have done. Yes, I'm gonna say it, make better decisions. You have plenty of information out here. Please set yourself some goals. Make better choices. Your environment does not dictate who you can be. Neither can some outside environment or outside influence. Because at the end of the day, we're going to need the judges. We are going to need the engineers. We're going to need the architects. We're going to need the doctors. We're going to need the lawyers. We're going to need the police. We're going to need the financiers. We're going to need the chefs. We're going to need the nutritionists. We're going to need y'all, the future, the next generation. Make better choices, please. And also, when I say choices, dignity, pride, structure. The world is not going to respect us if we do not respect ourselves. Celebrity is going to be who they are, and that's including athletes and whatever. But everyday working people, you co-sign on that, then, because you can't say that's the culture. You cannot. That's just like saying every Asian American eat with chopsticks, or on Tuesday every Mexican eats a taco. The world is watching. It's what you feed your brain. It is what you feed your brain. Speaking of feeding, Masterclass, the streaming platform where anyone can learn from the world's best across a wide range of subjects, today announced that Michael Twitty, 2x James Beard Award winning writer and author of The Cooking Gene, will teach a class on tracing your roots through food, bringing years of research and his personal philosophy on the culinary habits and practices of Black culture. Twitty will teach members how food can help them discover their unique cultural and familial history. Twitty's class is now available exclusively on Masterclass, where subscribers get unlimited access to all 150 plus instructors with an annual membership. End quote. Understanding the culinary journey of our ancestors give us something to be proud of, and in my class I will teach members how to preserve their ancestors' legacy and continue to telling their story through food. Dig that. Oh, let's see what that be about right there. Oh, and now, new National Basketball Players Association Executive Director Tamika Tremiagalo outlines her goals of growing the business and protecting players. Tremiagalo led a 23-office, 14,000 employee practice and holds a law degree and an MBA, and is a trained forensic accountant. Despite those serious credentials, she is easy to talk to, charismatic, warm, and positive. She has a three-part plan for the NBPA, growing business opportunity for the union now, focusing on developing new areas of business for the future, and protecting players so they can thrive on the court while helping them with social issues they care about and developing opportunities off the court and for post-playing career. End quote. As you saw in the bubble, and certainly have seen over the last couple of years, the men have been so engaged from a social equity standpoint. That's really incredible. The impact that they can make on society. It's a gift. It's also a pretty significant burden. As you can imagine, many of the players feel to whom much is given, much is expected. They want to do that, and I want to be able to help with that. I dig that. You know, that's one part. But like I said, it's what you co-sign on as well. You know, we want to stay engaged in the culture, but we got to understand that, like what parents co-sign on. And hold up, let me just say this: Charles Barkley. I hate to bring up people. I hate to say people names in this segment, especially athletes and entertainers or whatever, because it's like I said, we are focusing on career professionals. However, even he said, "I'm not your role model," but you got to understand these kids are easily impressive, and they are easily impressionable, as well as it's come on, let's be, you know, there's not many father figures, and everybody has their story on their part. However, the kids, like I said before, the kids are watching. How else do you think tattoos and sagging? Easily influenced, easy to make a choice. So therefore, entertainers, no, everyday working people, letting the kids know that it's all about choices. You have a choice to make. You see what happens when you go down this road. And also, speaking of roads, look here, the shortcut route with the intersection of the Easyway is getting jam-packed with impatient people. Think about that for a second. Yeah, just think about that. Think about that, as well as think about when you was a kid. What did you say you wanted to become? And like I said, with scholarships, the information is out there. You got it. You have it on you have access on your cell phone as well as a computer. Go do it. Is that W word? Yes, you're gonna have to work. Yes, but you're gonna appreciate it later. Trust me. Now, Sony Music Publishing announced the appointment of Clark Atlanta University alumni Walter Jones as Executive Vice President, Head of A&R, extending his company creative leadership in the U.S. His appointment is effective February 22nd. As EVP, Jones will oversee his company's U.S. A&R efforts and work closely with the creative team to further support both emerging and established songwriters. In addition, he will work to advance S&P's overall strategy and generate new opportunities on behalf of its roster. He will be based out of this company's Los Angeles office and report to Sony Music Publishing Chairman and CEO John Platt. End quotes. This is the right time, and Sony is the right place. I look forward to working closely with our A&R team to continue serving our songwriters community. Okay. So we do have the ball in our court. First, congratulations. And now, here go the part of responsibility of trying to make a change. Can you imagine putting positive content into songs? Something that have hope, something that has a future. It's 2022. And let's bring a little constructive and progressive content instead of talking. It's all about what we co-sign on. I'll just say it like that. Okay. All right. Now, if you have paid attention to the market and what's out there, the type of content that is out there directed towards people that look like me, think about it. That's the only market that's set for somebody that look like me. Moving on. TIA, a leading provider of security retirements and outcome-focused investment solutions to millions of people and thousands of institutions, appointed LaRon Montgomery Tubron, the president and CEO of the W.K. Kellogg Foundation, to its board of trustees. Tubron joins the Audit and Corporate Governance and Social Responsibility and Nominating and Governance Committee effective January 1st, 2022. Since joining the Kellogg Foundation in 1987, Tubron has risen to become the organization's first woman and first Black American chief executive, leading the work to supporting thriving children, working families, and equitable communities at one of the largest private foundations in the United States. Okay, you all right? Currently, Tubron serves as the Kellogg Company Board and chairs the W.K. Kellogg Foundation Trust. She's also served on other boards, including Battle Creek Community Health Partners and Brunson Healthcare Group. Congratulations. Keep it moving forward, babe. Man. Time Matrix appointed Yuri Brown Crozet as Executive Vice President of Customer Service. Crozet brings over 20 years of experience in human capital, diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, feedback and insights, and launching new products. She joined Time Matrix from WorkHuman, where she was responsible for building the workplace culture. At Time Matrix, Crozet plans to focus her first year on better connecting products to Time Matrix customers, including introducing a new service delivery model. We have to get more prescriptive around organizational management, she explained. It'll refine our ability to deliver to customers and ultimately help customers elevate their capabilities within the market. She sounds like she's coming in with a plan, a goal, something in front of you where okay, I have to get that done today, or I have to get that done by this time. 24 hours in a day. What you gonna do with it? or how are you spending it? Because, as I always say, time does not give refunds. Anyway, BCT Partners announces the appointment of 5 new members to their Board of Advisors board as BCT continues its rapid growth. The addition to these distinguished professionals will help support its efforts to accelerate innovation and advance equity. We're excited to expand our board with 5 new members who bring diverse expertise and insight to our work. We have worked diligently to ensure our board and leadership team bring together a distinct set of skills, including proficiency, leading edge technology, business innovation, public and private sector expertise, as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion, Managing Partner Lawrence Hebert stated. The new members begins their term with the BCT Partners effective February 1st, 2022. And the roster: Vincent R. Brown, President and CEO of V. Randolph Brown Consulting. David Dasvar, Chief Growth Officer, Ego Technologies. Janet B. Reed, PhD, CEO and founder of BRBS World. Michael Reingruber, Executive Vice President of Aerotech Corporation. Natasha Williams. Ooh. Let me adjust my seat. Chocolate right there. Natasha Williams, MBA, Managing Partner, InTouch BCT Strategies, a joint venture between BCT Partners and InTouch Strategies. Dr. Randall Pinkett, Chairman and CEO of BCT Partner, added, on behalf of the current board members and our whole team at BCT Partners, I want to express how pleased we are to have such an esteemed group of leaders joining our adversary board. Chairman and CEO of BCT Partners added, on behalf of the current board members and our whole team at BCT Partners, I want to express how pleased we are to have such an esteemed group of leaders joining our advisory board. As we enter this new phase, the next phase at BCT, we are confident that we have the right people in place to enable us to build on our current success and achieve even greater accomplishments in the future. That's what's up. You know, the good cool part about Dr. Pinkett is I met him when I was back in college. As a matter of fact, my bow tie was crooked and he kind of helped me out with his one hand because he had a casket. But that was the whole part about brothers trying to look out for a brother. Man, fix yourself. Matter of fact, it's the same suit I was. Anyway. Now this is very interesting, and the story of these people is I would just say this is interesting. I want to read some more on this because this is quite unique. Flutterwave, a leading technology company, announced today that it has raised $250 million in Series D funding, valuing the company at over $3 billion as the brand continues to transform the way Africans transact on the continent and worldwide. Flutterwave has become the highest value African startup with this investment. It is a validation of African talent, innovation, and its young, inspiring people. It is also a huge endorsement in the growth of the business, innovation, and technology landscape in Africa. Flutterwave has processed over 200 million transactions over $16 billion to date and serves more than 900,000 businesses, including customers like Uber, Flywire, Booking.com, etc. The company's key advantage is international payment processing in 150 currencies and multiple payment modes, including local and international cards, mobile wallets, bank transfer, barter by Flutterwave, etc. Flutterwave has an infrastructure reach in over 34 African countries, including Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, South Africa. For more information, check out the website. And you want to know how the company started? People work together. Everyday working professionals. Go to the website, check it out. Just go to the website, check it out. It is very unique, and it kind of makes you. It really. You got to build some trust. Basically, you have to build some trust. No cutthroat. No backstabbing. I trust you to show up at this time to do this. I trust you to make sure that this is executed at or before this date. I trust you to put your 100% best into it. The potential. All the potential. We are here. 2022. We are here. Well, let's keep it going. Because President and CEO of STEMBoard, Aisha Bowe. Ooh. Golly. Aisha Bowe, a trained aerospace engineer, realized the current STEM field has an insufficient number of minorities, but through her company, she hopes to make an impact in changing that dynamic. In order to assist youth, Bowe created STEMBoard's LINGO project, a coding kit which teaches hardware and software design through self-paced lessons. The kit contains hardware, an instructional guide, and instructional videos. End quote. I started STEMBoard because I wanted to run a company. That's why I moved to Washington, D.C. area. That is where the federal government is. LINGO is available at Amazon, Walmart, and Target, and we have made connections to Bowie State University, General Electric, and the Howard University Middle School. A lot of teachers use our kit. The feedback we get on it is tremendous. We want kids of color to look at this kit and use and think one day I could be an engineer. I like your style. I like your style. Thinking about the future. I like that. Because the kids are watching. The kids are watching, and parents know the potential in your child. Children know the potential. Morehouse College alumni Stanley E. Washington, founder of Patheon Business Consulting, has made their move in sponsorship for the opening festivities of the 30th Annual Pan-African Film Festival. End quote. For 30 years, the Pan-African Film Festival has been plugged into Black culture and has only given Black creatives a platform to showcase their impressive work, but also a seat at the table in reaching Hollywood and Nollywood. The goal is to present and showcase the broad spectrum of Black creative work, particularly those reinforce positive image, help to destroy negative stereotype, and depict an expanding vision of the Black experience. The organization believes film and art can lead to better understanding, foster communication between people of diverse culture, races, ethnicity, and lifestyles in an entertaining way, while at the same time serving as a vehicle to initiate dialogue on the important issues of our time. I gotta get to work. I got some work to do. Patheon Business Consulting provides strategic project development, advisory, and leadership services designed to increase economic growth through new and innovative partnership. The firm works to foster opportunities that increase economic development within underserved communities and that serve to drive new and sustainable realization within communities of color in key growth sectors, including entertainment, technology, and financial services. I gotta get to work. All right. Chairman Kevin Cohee and President Terry Williams of One United Bank, the largest black-owned bank and first digital bank in the country, launches the One Transaction podcast to close the racial wealth gap. Whether commuting to work, taking a walk, or simply relaxing at home, the free One Transaction podcast takes you on an audio financial journey to increase your net worth that is insightful and surprisingly fun. The One Transaction podcast, available on Apple, Google, Audible, and Spotify, provide hidden gems from black financial experts covering savings and investment, home ownership, building a profitable business, and having a will, life insurance, and an improved credit score. Chairman Cohee had this to say: "We're using technology to share critical financial information to build wealth in Black America in our community's long tradition of each one teach one. We are bringing experts, authors, and award-winning journalists to help the Black community accomplish one strategic transaction on their wealth-building journey." That's what's up. Great work. And, let me just state this as well. I know I emphasize HBCUs because, once again, only way a supremacist continues to grow and get stronger is by being enriched by the people it quote unquote oppress. You will so quick to, if you're so quick, especially if you have a platform, if you're so quick to say, we need to do this for the Black community, well, our HBCUs need us as well. And if I think about it, only Denzel Washington sent his son to a HBCU. The rest, class clowns being enriched by the honor roll students. Think about that. Now let's do some history for a second. Instead of an individual, this is going to be an organization, and one of their presidents is Fisk University. Oh, in Tennessee, be careful, because I heard they're trying to make it the Wild Wild West out there. But I want to talk about the Dallas Black Chambers of Commerce. Founded in 1926, the Dallas Black Chambers of Commerce began as a result of a split over Black economic progress within the ranks of the Dallas chapter of Booker T. Washington National Business League. According to Texas Archival Resource Online, the league's inception began out of Booker T. Washington's interest in projects that would stimulate Black enterprise in America. Washington wanted the league to be an organization made up of Black entrepreneurs who exchanged ideas. Made up of local chapters, each chapter would work to further Black employment, consumer protection, foster an interest in civic warfare, and create a sense of racial pride in the Black community. By 1926, even down to its local chapter was gaining criticism for its lack of any directed programs. League meetings were called out for being nothing more than mutual admiration societies. Sound familiar? Anyway. Members of Dallas League believe that only a new organization would be able to help local businessmen in the community. So in November, they founded the Dallas Cowboys. They founded the Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce under the direction of W.E. Clark, starting with about 100 members. For the next few years, the chamber would fluctuate in members and wrestle with hardship under the Great Depression until reorganization of the chamber came in 1932 under the direction of Antonio Maceo Smith. Smith, a Texarkana native, graduated from Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee in 1924. Smith would then enroll at NYU, where he earned his degree in business administration in 1928. He then arrived in Dallas in 1932 and served as the Chamber's executive secretary from 1933 to 1939. Today, the Black Chambers of Commerce serves as an advocate for the creation of Black-owned business and organizations across North Texas. The Chamber actively promotes the expansion of business opportunities on behalf of its membership through referrals, partnerships, seminars, technical assistance, and marketing. The Chamber focuses on economic development, education, convention, tourism, and special projects. I love us because I believe we can. We gotta do some work. It's gonna cost some work, but the fact of knowing that people are out there doing this, there's organizations as well as business owners as well as employees. Like I said before, we're gonna need doctors. We're gonna a civilized community. But until then, I'm gonna see y'all next week, and I'm gonna bring more because
you don't understand. I ain't scared of you, mother.
Thank you. I love us. I believe in us. Yeah, I believe in us.